Hello everybody, I'm back! 15 years on YouTube! This is a video where I'll be going through my oldest videos from 15 years ago all the way to the newest. So this is gonna be pretty much a retrospective video. I won't reproduce any of the videos here. Okay, I'm just gonna talk about them and about what I was doing back in the day and all of that jazz. So it's gonna be a pretty interesting retrospective. Thank you for joining and thank you for watching. And there's the chat right here. That was a few minutes ago. So I hope everybody can be back and celebrate with me this live stream. Oh yeah, 15 years on YouTube, everybody. Yeah. So I'd like to start saying that first and foremost, this channel was established in 2007. And around that area, I did upload a few songs here and there. I had a band, I am a musician in case you didn't know, but I quit music a long time ago. And I was using YouTube to upload some of my demos. They're pretty rough, some of them you can listen to them if you want to. But they're pretty rough demos, okay? Low production, you know, low quality, and they're just that, demos. But I deleted them after a while and didn't come back until 2009 when MySpace was starting to die. Okay, because MySpace was my primarily source of music uploads. And as you can see right here, one of the first songs I uploaded, the very first video of this channel is The Vortex Dimension. That's my one-man band. I'm The Vortex Dimension, that was the band, the name of the band that I had back in the day. And the song is Sephira. You can listen to it, low quality, blah blah blah, but it's there if you want to. I can't believe it has 2,100 views. It says 14 years ago right here because actually that video is from April 22nd. But that's Monday, that's tomorrow, okay? So right now, as of the recording of this episode, of this video, it's Sunday, and I need to do this live, and it felt like a better way to celebrate because in a couple of days, maybe it will be already out when you watch this video. A Euden Chronicle will be out. Another way to celebrate my 15th anniversary because, I mean, it's the spiritual successor of my favorite JRPG series of all time, Suikoden. Anyway, so, yeah. The Vortex Dimension Sephira. And then I uploaded a song called The Vortex Dimension Gold Dolphin. I sing in that one. My singing is not great. Okay, if you want to listen to me singing, check that song out. Anyway, these two are my oldest videos. They are exactly from 15 years ago. April 22nd and the next one April 23rd, I believe. Something like that. But it was pretty interesting to make some kind of, well, let's say, use the platform to upload music videos because back then I didn't care. These aren't music videos, it's just an image, it's just a screenshot and the song, okay? They aren't videos. Keep that in mind if you're planning on watching them or listening to them. But it was fun to use YouTube because everybody else was doing that. I remember in this era, this time and age, 15 years ago, a lot of people were uploading their music. It was the beginning of all of that. YouTube, MySpace. There were other websites, but I can't remember their names. Anyway, so MySpace and YouTube were the biggest platforms to upload your own music as a musician. And that's what I did. Of course, it never worked for me on YouTube. It worked much better on MySpace, actually, but MySpace kinda, I think it's still there, but my entire page disappeared because they changed something, I don't know. Look me up if you want to, but I don't think you're gonna find me on MySpace. So for now, most of my demos, these are demos, remember that, are still here. And then 14 years ago, the very first JRPG content I ever created. Music again. I've been telling you, I've seen people complaining about my music compilation videos. Well, guess what? Oh, that's the content you do now? No, I do every kind of content. I still do regular videos. But the very first content in my channel was music, was JRPG music. Besides my own music, of course. So I did a top 50, a countdown. These types of countdowns were pretty popular back in the day. And everybody was doing them. I'm glad to know I was one of the first ones. But there are also top 50 town themes, battle themes, RPG music, you know, from that date all the way back to 2006 and 7, older than me. But it was kind of trending, and since I love video game music and I was so into town themes, I was also into battle themes. and I was planning to do that with my YouTube channel back then. I was like, you know what, I'm not interested in creating content, because that term didn't quite exist back then. It was something new. Like, what's creating content? It was just uploading random videos, cat videos, dog videos, and music videos, and a few YouTubers here and there. But what I wanted to do with my channel back then was this one: create top 50 town themes, RPG town themes, battle themes, and blah blah blah. Of course, I didn't do that until much later, and after the top 50 town themes, I quit YouTube. We'll get to that. But as you can see right here, you can see all of the count, the number 50, 49, and of course when I made this top 50, this is from 14 years ago. Yeah, and I remade this top 50 in the form of one video called Top 50 Regular Town Themes, and you can find it on my main channel. We'll probably see it as we come across more and more videos. But yeah, it was awesome doing this. It was a shit back in the day. It was pretty interesting, you know, to see everyone's take on this subject. So number 50, 49, there's Atelier Iris, man, Odin Sphere, Tales of Fantasia. Some of these have copyright claims, like Final Fantasy VII. Tales of Fantasia also has a copyright claim. Music has come a long way. Back then, you could upload music even from bands, and nobody gave a damn. But they started giving a damn, okay? And then copyright claims were born. Yeah, so this is what I did all the way from March of 2010 to April of 2010. This was my content for an entire month. The first RPG content that I created. I don't really call this content. Actually, as a content creator, as a video maker who makes videos for YouTube, gaming videos, you know, I actually started about 10 years ago. We'll get to that. But this was my first content, man. I can't believe it. I'm pretty nostalgic for this. Look at all of this. All of these videos are still there. Some of them were kind of blocked. There's a Legend of Dragoon song that got blocked and you can't listen to it because of copyright. Here we go. Number 27, Royal Capital. I think you can't listen to it unless they remove the copyright claim, but I'm not too sure. Xenogears, some of the all-time classics. It's mostly PS1, PS2 games and below that, because around this era I didn't have a PS3. All I had was a PlayStation 2 and a PS1 and consoles below that, okay? So you're not gonna see anything from PlayStation 3 and onwards. Not even PSP. I didn't have a PSP. As you can see, it's just Super Nintendo, PS1 and PS2. Final Fantasy IX, Xenogears, Xenosaga, Dragon Quest. Wow. I know most of you care more about the top 10, so let's check it out. Okay, so top 10, Legend of Legaia. Okay, Light of the Town, that's a great theme. Peaceful Days from Chrono Trigger, who doesn't like that? That's one of the best town themes of all time. It's so peaceful, it's so memorable. Oh, Final Fantasy IX, Treno, this one has copyright. Half of the Final Fantasy IX soundtrack has copyright for some reason. Damn, but yeah, number 8 should be higher on the list in my opinion. Oh, but Arnie Village. Damn, from Chrono Cross, number 7 only. And then number 6, carried on Rippling Waves from Suikoden 2. Miki Higashino, the composer, killer theme. Number 5 is Legend of Hometown Domina. That's an incredible town theme, and another Guldov. Nowadays, I think I like Arnie Village more than Guldov, but it's there as number 4. That's how I felt 14 years ago. Kids Run Through the Streets was number 3, and then the Vortex Dimension, which isn't exactly a town. It's just the part where you appear in a really, really small place, a really, really small village, inhabited by only one character, but it's there. It's my favorite Chrono Cross theme of all time. Well, my second one, I think I like the ending theme a little bit more. And number 1 was Ahead on Our Way from Final Fantasy. 6,000 views 14 years ago. Wow. What do you guys think? Thank you, Oscar. Thanks for the donation. Oscar is my friend from Discusión Gamer, the channel in Spanish. We'll get to that history in a bit. Feel really proud of knowing you, and I've seen how you have grown. Keep rocking, bro. Oh man, thanks. Thanks a lot for that. And thank you for your comments, guys. That's my top 50. Okay, let's keep going. So eventually, that's all I did in 2010. Like I said, I wasn't exactly a content creator back then, okay? And in 2011, I started uploading more music. I was like, you know, actually 2011 was the last time I gave music a chance. That was a year I kinda started quitting and getting more into other things that we'll see in this retrospective. You can see I'm pretty excited. Yeah, more demos, Wish, Red Ant, Faith, Raika. I sing on most of these songs. Appeal for My Soul is instrumental. They don't have a lot of views, you can see, because nobody gave a damn. Back then I had like 100 subscribers, probably less, like 50 people, Despite some of the town themes, RPG town themes being successful, nobody wanted to subscribe to my channel. That's okay. Pocket Love, The Other Vortex. Most of these are instrumental tracks. Prelude to Oblivion. Okay. So yeah, I used 2011, most of it, and a part of 2012 to upload just tracks. And then, 12 years ago, I published my first book. Wow, that was actually I published it in 2013. But I did a promotional video before that, and this was Prelude to Oblivion. It is in English. This was the first book that I ever wrote in my life. It's out of stock. It's been out of stock since forever, but I'm working this year to translate it to English. I've got about half of it done, translated to English, so it will probably be published this year, the English version, so all of you can read my first book. It's a pretty short book, 50, 70 pages long, pretty abstract and melancholic and depressive. So that was a little promo video I did in case you want to watch it 12 years ago. And then we're here to the short films. This is El Vals de Samuel, The Waltz of Samuel. This is a short film that I did on August of 2012. So it's about to be 12 years old. This was my first short film. This was when I kinda abandoned music, when I quit music. There's a video I did in this channel called Why I Never Talk About My Music Career That Failed, because it failed. And this was a transitional year for me. I also opened a store, a retro store, a really small retro store, kiosk store. That's when I met Oscar, actually. So, it was pretty interesting. So, this short film was a big deal to me, but again, it's just like with music. I wasn't using YouTube as my main platform to upload short films. So I did this one, and it has English subtitles. If you want to watch it, it's in Spanish, but it has English subs, so anybody can watch it. It's there, and it's a pretty bizarre David Lynch kind of like short film. Corazón de Plástico, Plastic Heart is the same, but this one does not have English subtitles. It's just in Spanish. Sorry about that. Maybe you can use some CC captions, I don't know, to watch it. But it barely has any dialogue. And you're not gonna understand anything even if you know Spanish. Even if you understand Spanish, or if you're a Spanish native speaker, you're not gonna understand anything. These three short films that I did were like really bizarre, really intriguing, and there's a meaning to them, but they're pretty kind of abstract. And they have music from Nine Inch Nails. Yeah, of course I can't make a single penny out of these short films because of the copyright claims by Trent Reznor. But there you go, there they are. So I was using two other websites that were exclusively dedicated to short films back then, and I did much better in them. Eventually one of these two websites shut down, and the other one I'm pretty sure is still there, in case you want to look them up. But here they are on YouTube, and they're part of my history. But then again, I still wasn't a content creator. Los Fantasmas de Dios, The Phantoms of God, is a silent short film. It doesn't have any dialogue, so anybody in this godforsaken planet can watch it, and they're not gonna understand it anyway. En Ningún Lado, that was from 10 years ago. Okay, I forgot to mention something. When I did it, I only did one short film per year. The Waltz of Samuel was done in August of 2012, and I didn't do anything else. As you can see right here, an entire year elapsed for Plastic Heart in, again, I think it was August of 2013. That's what I was doing. So at this point of my career, I pretty much had quit YouTube. I didn't care about YouTube anymore. YouTube is a platform that I was using to make music videos, music compilations like the top 50 you just saw in 2010, and also to upload my own music. But that didn't work out. So I transitioned to different things. Short films was one of them. But eventually, I will come back. I will come back a few years later because the Phantoms of God was something that I did on January. These two right here, En Ningún Lado, the video art video, and the Phantoms of God. I did these two videos, these two short films on January of 2014. And that was the same video, the same year, over 10 years ago, when I finally came back as a content creator. I turned this channel into a gaming channel, and you can see some of my first really successful videos when it comes to JRPG content. They say 9 years ago because I uploaded most of these during the summer of 2014. So we're still a little bit away from that. Will I celebrate my 10th anniversary as a content creator? No, not really. Maybe I'll mention it. I'll do a Q&A probably. Not really. No need to celebrate again. I'm doing it now. So yeah. Okay. The first video that I uploaded, these are slideshow videos, okay? If you watch them, I'm pretty sure most of you have watched them. But these were kind of like slideshow videos, you know? They didn't have any gameplay footage. They just had music from the games and screenshots. That's how I made them. No commentary. I'm not even there. My voice isn't there. Why? Because when I made these videos, I wasn't that interested in creating content, like actual content. Again, my mentality of trying to make videos just with music or just with screenshots was what I wanted to do. I wasn't making a single penny. My channel wasn't monetized. In fact, I didn't start making a single penny out of my videos until 2017. We'll get to that. Okay, but for now, 2014, I just did these videos for fun because barely anyone was doing them. I was big into top 10s. I've always enjoyed top 10s. I love doing lists. You guys know that already. Of course, isn't it obvious? So what I did was create these videos because back then I was looking for top 10s on JRPGs. Actually, nobody was using the term JRPG back then. 10 years ago, everybody referred to these games as just RPGs. But the J started being there because there were a crap ton of RPGs. And most of these videos you're seeing right now only had RPGs from Japan. So I changed a couple of years later, I think it was in 2015 or 16, I changed the titles to JRPGs. So they were called Top 10 Best PS1 RPGs, not JRPGs. So yeah, the term JRPG started being used around 9 years ago. And I did that because everybody in the comment section of these videos was like, all of these are JRPGs, why don't you just call them Top 10 Best JRPGs? And they were angry about it. But you know what, they were right. With the exception of one video, the Nintendo DS one. As you can see, there isn't a J in there. It's called Top 10 Best Nintendo DS RPGs. Because there's one game in that video that's not Japanese, that's Canadian, and that's Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. That's a Canadian RPG, and it's there. One of the first places on the list, actually. But yeah, I did all of these, guys, and I just blew me away. During the first several months, these videos were like, they had like 100 views, 50 views, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I failed again. I'm leaving YouTube again. But months elapsed between these two videos, PS1 and PS2, because these two were done in June of 2014, whereas the PSP one, the GameCube, and the Nintendo DS one were done like afterwards, I think. Well, the PSP was also around June. But as soon as I started noticing that they were getting more and more views, hundreds of views, I did the other ones. I think I did the Nintendo DS ones next. And then there was one that I did about my 10 favorite RPGs. I deleted that. I regret that. I should have left it there. Again, the form of a slideshow, just screenshots, no commentary, but those were my 10 favorite RPGs from back then. But I deleted that video because I didn't feel, my 10 favorite RPGs are constantly changing, and I just felt weird. And I deleted the video and I regret that. But yeah, I did another one from the Super Nintendo that didn't do very well. This was on 2015. But anyway, just look at this. 107,000 views. 137, 792,000 views for the PSP. That's just insane. And I think this video, the PSP video, got like 400,000 views in just 1 year. When it hit that number, 400,000 views, that's when I transitioned to something else. So Slideshow story time is over. The Nintendo DS one was also really successful, 486,000. That's just insane, man. So I took advantage of this success and I did a little promotion video for my Terra Gaiden book that I had written in Spanish. And it's been on Amazon since then. And you can find a link to my books in the description, that book included. And then on February, March of 2015, I came back and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go back. And I did the Super Nintendo video, and it failed. And that's when it hit me. March, thank you for the donation, JA. Thanks a bunch, man. This is when I realized that this kind of content was not gonna work anymore. That I needed to be on camera, that I needed to write scripts, that I needed to do something. It was because of this video, Top 10 Best Super Nintendo JRPGs, no commentary. 2,700 views. Compared to the other ones, that was a massive failure, right? Still, back then, I think I had like 300, 400, 500 subscribers, and that was it. But I was like, man, I need to start taking this seriously. But I wasn't very confident on my English. And I said to myself, you know what? I could start doing reviews in English, but I first would like to try them out in my native language, which is Spanish. And that's exactly what I did. And I started doing reviews in Spanish. And I did over 30, I think. And all of those Spanish reviews, they were uploaded in this channel. But then I deleted them all and re-uploaded them some years later to my channel in Spanish with Oscar, Discusión Gamer. We'll get to that, be patient. But I left only one. The only one that was kind of successful. All of my reviews in Spanish back then in 2015 had like 50 views. 100 views, 200 views, but for some outrageous reason, Blue Dragon Awakened Shadow on the Nintendo DS had thousands of views, and now it has 13,000 views, and it's in Spanish. So if you want to watch this review, it's still here. I left this one just because it was the most successful, and to redirect people who watch this video to the Discusión Gamer channel so they can watch all of those older reviews. They are very crappy. The quality sucks, the camera sucks, okay, the audio sucks, the gameplay footage. I captured all the gameplay footage with a freaking capture card at 360p resolution. They look bad, okay, just a fair warning. I don't want to see any complaints in there like, oh my god, your videos suck, they suck, okay? And I cringe when I watch them. And I'm like, oh my god, I wish I could have just written this in English with a better capture card, but that didn't happen. But anyway, it's there. So after that, I remember I started making reviews in Spanish throughout the entirety of 2015, all the way to March of 2016, and my last reviews in Spanish were the 5 Suikoden games. I saved them for last, Suikoden 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I never reviewed Chrono Cross. Why? Because I just couldn't bring myself to sit down and write a short script for a game like that. Which is why I made an entire podcast based on it a couple of days ago. Okay, my entire podcast in English dedicated to Chrono Cross is still there. It's up there public in this channel in case you want to look it up. It's my most recent video as of the recording of this one. Okay, so I quit making reviews in Spanish. And the reason why I quit making reviews in Spanish is because they weren't working. Nobody was watching them, nobody was subscribing. And I just stopped caring. So what I did was go back to my original formula of making music compilation videos. And this was 8 years ago. We were around March, April of 2016. Yeah, 8 years ago. The memories. You can listen to them if you want to. So I did one for best. Instead of going to a top 50, one video per song, like I did in 2010, I did top 10 best JRPG battle themes, top 10 JRPG boss battle themes, world map themes, dungeon themes. Look at them. And these 4 videos right here were remade in recent years. Dungeon themes was recently remade last year, but in the form of a top 50. You can listen to all of these top 50s. You can listen to the originals, all the top 50s, whenever you want. They're here. Pretty interesting. They didn't get a lot of views. So since I came back to this, and the videos were in English. That, as you can see, the title videos are in English, not in Spanish. That's around the time when I said to myself, you know what, I gotta come back to YouTube, and instead of making reviews in Spanish or top 10s in Spanish, you know, I'm gonna do this in English. But before we get to that, you know, there's something you need to know. This is around the same time when I created my channel in Spanish with Oscar here present. I hope he's still watching, but that's around the summer of 2017. And there was a time of inactivity on my YouTube channel because I moved to England. I lived in England, that's right, in the UK, in Nottingham, in Robin Hood's town, from January of 2017 all the way to May of 2017, like 5 months. I lived in England for 5 months. And when I came back decided. I had already made my decision. You know, if I go back to Mexico, I'm gonna start doing videos in Spanish, JRPG videos in English. I mean, JRPG videos in English, JRPG content in English. But I still want to talk about video games in general and in Spanish. So I needed some kind of outlet for that. And I talked to my buddy Oscar, and he said, how about we start a YouTube channel together in Spanish and do top 10 hidden gems or let's play, stuff like that, you know, and it worked. And he agreed, and it worked. And it's still there, it's still going. And that's the channel where you're gonna find all of my old reviews in Spanish. My old JRPG reviews in Spanish. If you wanna watch them, even if you don't understand Spanish, they're all there. Except for Blue Dragon Awakened Shadow. So yeah, special thanks to Oscar for agreeing. And man, we're about to be 7 years. 7 years of Discusión Gamer. I can't believe that. Anyway, so let's move on. We started the channel in Spanish, and then we moved on to my channel, my YouTube channel, this YouTube channel you're watching right now. And that's when I decided to do content in English. And I did better 6 years ago, because in this video, that was the first one that I did with commentary, with gameplay footage. Some of it was still recorded in shitty low 360p. Sorry about the resolution, but yeah, most of my gameplay footage in the first years of my YouTube channel, now in English, now officially entirely in English, was that. And I cringed. The other time I watched this too, as you can see. I watched top 10 best Final Fantasy games and best Suikoden games, and I'm like, no man. Thank goodness, the Suikoden video, I remade it. It was called, now in 2019, it was called Suikoden Ranked from Worst to Best. But I did a top 10 because I included all the spin-offs. Okay, so there are 10 spin-offs, 10 Suikoden games total, and I did a top 10. It was dumb, I know, but there we go. But still, I wasn't willing to let go of the no commentary slideshow videos. And you can see another one right there. I was like, hey, I made, in 2014, PS1, PSP, GameCube, Nintendo DS. I'm still missing some consoles, right? So I did one for the 360. Eventually I did one for the 360 that are games that are available on both the 360 and JRPGs, and it was a massive failure, as you can see right here. This video right here, man. And I was like, and then another one for the Wii, 12,000 views. Oh my god, that's insane. But anyway, so I did the PS3 one eventually, and I was like, you know what? Nah, people don't want that. People want this. People want hidden JRPG gems. How I came up with that idea is pretty simple. The term hidden gem was trending back in the day, back in 2016, 17. Well, the term hidden gem had been there since forever for several video games. Well, there was one specific YouTuber that made the hidden gem term popular and mainstream, and everybody started using it afterwards. And that was, of course, Metal Jesus Rocks. So I was like, you know, I could do the same. I don't know a lot of obscure games, but I know a lot of obscure. Well, actually, I did know a lot of obscure games back then. Hence why Oscar and me started doing hidden gem top 10s in Spanish. But eventually, I was like, you know, I gotta do the same. I want to do the same because I know a lot of really obscure JRPGs that need a lot of attention, and nobody knows them and nobody talks about them. And then, of course, since my PlayStation 2 is my favorite console of all time, that's exactly what I did. Top 10 hidden JRPG gems PS2, and that was the first video after the slideshow videos from 2014. That was the first video that I did with narration, with a script, with gameplay footage, with me on camera, that succeeded. All of these others, 13,000 views, Final Fantasy Suikoden, these are videos that they got over the years. At the beginning, they had like 1,000 views, and that's it, 2,000 views. And they never got past that until afterwards. But the one for the PlayStation 2, 44,000 views. That was my first really successful actual video. The one that I can call a video, that wasn't a short film or anything. JRPG Top 10, that was the first one that succeeded, so this video is very important to me. And of course, the thumbnail is Grow Lancer Heritage of War. So, it went on from that. Some videos were unscripted, top 10 best strategy JRPGs, console, and then one for portable systems. And it was just me sitting in front of a camera, showing up the games, and showing some gameplay footage, and a TV in the back. Valkyria Chronicles is there in my TV in the back. I can't believe it. Yeah, and then the Hidden JRPG Gems PS1 video. Oh my god, 170,000 views. That's insane. That's just insane. And then, well, check this out. Top 10 darkest JRPGs ever. 15,000 views. And Nier is there. I think it was my first place. Oh man, the memories. Yeah, if you go back and watch all of these videos, this was when I started making top 10 JRPGs. There were some top 10 JRPGs out there by other YouTubers, but nobody else was doing this, and I just, since I loved making lists, I started doing nothing but top 10s. We'll get to reviews later. I started doing reviews afterwards, because eventually, oh, there we go, here is one. I was like, my channel can't be just top 10s. I want to properly review games too, and I want to review games that I reviewed in Spanish, but I want to review the same games in English, and Dragon's Crown was the first one. Wow, so Dragon's Crown is my first JRPG review in English of all time. Kinda random, right? I love Dragon's Crown. You guys know I'm a big Vanillaware fan, but I didn't know until right now, this very same moment. I can't believe it. So my first review ever in English was Dragon's Crown? Weird. Anyway, so I went on with more top 10s. Hidden JRPG Gems videos started trending in 2017. We're still in 2017, I'm sure. Most expensive JRPGs that I own. Oh my god. Resonance of Fate review. Resonance of Fate was my first review in Spanish. And then here it is in English. Very bad quality, okay? Don't expect this video to be visually entertaining. Okay, but yeah. It's a funny review. A lot of negativity in there. Oh man, the first Rage Quit video, check it out, 24,000 views. The first Rage Quit video. Oh man. I'm still here, I'm still reading your chat and your comments every now and then, every like 5 minutes, okay? Thank you for your comments, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much, and thank you for watching and being a fan of this channel. 15 years. Let's keep going. Rage Quit. I'll check this one out. Most overrated RPGs. This was the first video that I did that pissed the crap out of people. I got a lot of dislikes. A lot of them, and wow. Just wow. Remembering that. I mean, back then I was still pretty pissed off. Right now I remember and I laugh. But back then I was like, what's wrong with people? Why? This was when people were starting to be this bunch of fucking snowflakes, getting offended by everything. Wow, I remember that video. And of course it didn't succeed over time. It has 25,000 views. That's an okay number, but yeah. Oh my god. Some of these videos have been remade. There's this one called Top 10 JRPG Series that need to be resurrected. This is a video that I remade last year, I believe, or a couple of years ago. It's called 10 Abandoned JRPG Series We Need Back, and it was very successful. But it's a remake of this video, pretty much. Some games changed. Rogue Galaxy review, holy crap. Oh my god, but yeah, you're gonna start noticing more and more top 10s for a short period, because as you can see, my reviews weren't getting any views. The top 10s were getting a lot of views, but the reviews, the individual reviews weren't getting views. I mean, 1,800 views compared to 150,000 views, or to 41,000 views. Rage Quit Part 2. And here's another music video, top 10 saddest JRPG themes. Wow, holy crap. And then the Rage Quit videos became legendary. And I wish I could have done more But 6 years ago, YouTube still didn't care that much about swearing and cursing in videos. Then around 2019, that's when they started caring more and more, and that's why I started doing less and less rage quit videos. But if that hadn't happened, there will be like 15 JRPGs that made me rage quit videos in my channel, and there's only like 5, I think. The last story review, holy crap. So yeah, Forgotten JRPGs, 50,000 views. That was also a video that I remade. Best stories in JRPGs. There we go. So yeah, now you see the history. Now you see the impact of my YouTube channel. Just kidding. Well, I guess it was kind of impactful, right? Because I think a lot of YouTubers started seeing that I had a lot of top 10s of almost every single topic unimaginable, and we're not even halfway through, and they started following. Yeah, top 10 JRPGs that I hate. Another video that got a lot of dislikes and a lot of really easily offended people saying, "Oh, go to hell, Eric, I'm unsubscribing." Oh man, those were the times. The entire trilogy of Fire Emblem on the Game Boy Advance, my reviews of them. So you see, this is where I started saying, you know what? I think Fire Emblem The Sacred Stones was my last review from back then, and that's when I quit making reviews for a while. I came back later, as you probably already know. But yeah, that was like, man, Some of you have always been asking me, "Oh, Eric, when are you gonna do a top 10 best JRPG soundtracks?" Here you go, it's there. Several ideas, have been done before, 6 years ago. This is 2018 already, 2018. Hidden Gems GameCube, holy crap. There's my Fire Emblem games, top 10 best Fire Emblem games. I will remake that video. Fire Emblem worst to best once I finish Engage. Look it up. Oh, these two legendary videos. Top 10 JRPGs everybody hates, but I don't. And the other way around. Everybody loves, but I don't. I remember they got a lot of views back in the day. For some reason, they were very iconic videos. A lot of fans usually brought those videos up. And I developed this kind of reputation of loving some games and hating some games or stuff like that. So it was around that time. Thank you, Running Decade. We're in 2009. Are you going to get Arkwright's Fantasia or not? Oh man, no, we are in 2018 already. 9 years later, man. Oh man. So anyway, yeah, I continue making Hidden Gems. My first JRPG collection video. Check it out. JRPG sequels, indirect JRPG sequels, man, the ideas. Mexican Anime Convention. I showed for the first and only time a Mexican anime convention. Since it failed in views, I didn't do it again. Maybe I should do it again some of these days. Here's my trilogy. Here's my trilogy of unique battle systems. The first, part 1. This is another video that I remade the entire trilogy into one top 25. And I remade that video last year. Worst JRPG cliches. That's another video that I would love to remake one of these days. But I'd rather focus on new content. And this is when I started making vlogs. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do reviews anymore because nobody cares, right? They only care about the top 10s. But then how about I start making unscripted videos, just vlogs, just me in front of the camera, no gameplay footage, no editing, just me there talking. And I started doing that, and the first one was this one, it's RPG Special Editions. Is it worth collecting them? Interesting. And I did another one here, Resellers versus Scalpers. Again, they didn't do well in views. Most of them kind of failed. But I was like, it's something different, and it's something easy to do. It's just me in front of the camera talking, so why the hell not? And I continued on for a long time. Unique Battle System, Hidden Gems PS3, holy crap. My Friend's Amazing RPG Collection, that's a video with Oscar. Oh my god. The memories. The truth about RPG. Holy shit. Anyway, so it went on like that. There's a video about the history of this channel. Oh my god. I just told you the history of this channel in this video. So this video is a remake of that video. And that's my first What the Hell Happened to video, Grandia. Oh my god, 5 years ago. Well, almost 6 years. I think I did that video on June of 2019. Right? No, 18. We're still in 2018 here. Top 10 most violent JRPGs. Holy crap. Yeah. Opening up to Western RPGs. Worst voice acting. Can't believe it. So yeah, I went on like that. My channel became pretty much top 10 JRPGs. What the hell happened to this dead JRPG series? and then more vlogs. Here's one when I promoted my release of The Reaper's Thorn, which is my last book from 2018, September of 2018. Fan-translated JRPGs, What the Hell Happened to Valkyrie Profile. Some of them were pretty successful. This one has 98,000 views. Holy crap. That's a lot. When I got my first PS Vita. Yeah. What the hell happened to Golden Sun? My rant, Nintendo versus emulation. You see, I've been defending emulation since forever. David Anderson, man. Thanks a bunch. Thanks a bunch for a big donation. Oh my god. Someone's asking something. I'm going to interrupt the stream to answer this question. What have been the biggest ups and downs in your 15 years of being on YouTube? Several ups and downs in terms of views, in terms of revenue and stuff like that, you know. I started monetizing my channel in 2017. So from that day onward, you know, I started making money. But before that, I wasn't making a single penny. So all of those first years were pretty rough because I was just on and on in the platform. Just quitting, just coming back, and what I already explained in this video, in this stream, right? How you probably saw already, how I started doing songs, and then I quit, and then top 50 RPG town themes, and then I quit. So going on and off, you know, from YouTube, until finally I decided to stick around, which was around 2017. You know, but I came back in 2014, created a crap ton of content, you know, reviews in Spanish and stuff like that, but then I quit again. And then I came back in September of 2017, and that's when I decided to stay for good, to stick around for good. And I remember when I reached my first 1,000 subscribers was January of 2018, when I first reached 1,000 subscribers. And now I have 100,000. Yeah. Wow, thanks for the donation, David Anderson, once again. That was insane, man. Let's move on. More What the Hell Happened to... Oh, look, when the Nintendo 3DS was dying. And this is when I started remaking remember the slideshow videos from 2014? This is when I remade them with gameplay footage, with a script, with narration, with me on camera. That was the first one. Top 10 best PS2 JRPGs of all time. That's Chloe Valence on the thumbnail from Tales of Legendia. Yeah, and I continue, you know, like this. Oh, when I started my Patreon. I actually started my Patreon page in 2017. But I didn't start promoting it until 2018, 5 years ago. There we go, Patreon. Join my Patreon, guys, if you want to support this channel. Link in the description. I'm serious. More remakes. Here's a Nintendo DS one. But this one I decided to leave out the ports and remakes. I never did one for ports and remakes. I did one for the 3DS. Yeah, the evolution of Vanillaware, you know. That was one of the first videos that I did that wasn't exactly top 10 or anything, but it was still scripted, not a vlog like this one next to it. So, remember the PlayStation Classic? Oh my god. Here's one of my most successful videos, top 10 most controversial JRPGs so far. Final Fantasy VII Remake was the first one, because when I did this video it wasn't released, and it had been like several years in development, and it was like, man, people were bitching about it hard. I don't know if you guys remember that time when people were angry, like, Square Enix, where the hell is Final Fantasy VII Remake? What's going on? They were angry. And the game made it there. Oh man. Shining Force. Yeah, my first video, my first rant against censorship. 5 years ago. Actually, almost 6 years ago. I think it's from May of 2018. So there you go. I've been bitching about censorship and politics and woke bullshit since there. The characters in my party, it's a rant about how many characters should JRPG have, stuff like that. It's pretty crazy. My review of Dragon Age Origins. So yeah, as you can see, I kind of started coming back to reviews like once or twice a year. Dragon Age Origins was one of the first ones. Yeah. Oh my god, this is crazy, man. The Angry RPG Nerd, this video right here, people. This video right here, this is the one that a lot of people took it the wrong way and they started saying that I was an angry video game nerd ripoff. Even though that video is not a video, it's just a compilation of my rage quit videos, of my raging moments, and that's it. But this was to celebrate 10,000 subscribers. Wow, I can't believe, like, in 2 years, because this was from late mid-December of 2018. So it took me 2 years to go from 1,000 subscribers to 10,000. That's the memories. Look, my review of Cosmic Star Heroine, favorite indie RPG of all time. This is also one of my most successful videos. Top 10 JRPGs everybody should play. Man, 243,000 views. That's insane. And that's a video that I just sat down and talked about games. Well, I guess the list is pretty solid. I think the reason why it has so many views is because the list is pretty solid. It doesn't have hidden gems. Well, it barely has any hidden gems, and it doesn't have a lot of mainstream games. And I think I remember starting the video saying, hey, we already know you should play Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, Chrono Trigger, blah, blah, blah. But what about JRPGs that barely anyone is telling you that everybody should play? And therefore that video was born. And I did a part 2, we'll get to that. 10 RPGs not from Japan. Oh, the pickups videos. I started doing pickups videos, but they didn't pick up in views, and I stopped. Oh, my top 10 Erick Landon books. We need to talk about Nier Automata. Oh my god. Fanatics are destroying the gaming community. That was my first video that YouTube destroyed. But we don't want to make this video about the negative experiences I've had with the website. Well, that was the first video that YouTube destroyed, man. It sank it. It sank it, man, all the way to the bottom of the ocean because it offended people. Anyway, my review of Tales of Berseria. So yeah, started giving more variety to the channel, vlogs, reviews, top 10s continue, rarest. I started my series of rarest on every console back then. Some of these prices have changed. Look this one, I mean, rarest, most expensive JRPGs for the PS3. It was around this era or before or afterwards or during this era my Body Baltimore Retro Gaming started doing the same with the most expensive games. That was an awesome series. My review of Lacrimosa of Dana did 1,700 views. Yeah, so it goes on from there. It's crazy, right? Valkyria, this is when I started doing the worst to best. The Star Ocean video, where was it? 147,000 views. That's just crazy, man. Star Ocean worst to best. Of course, Star Ocean 6 isn't there because it didn't exist. Oh, man. Valkyria Chronicles worst to best is still dated. It's not dated because Sega hasn't released a single. God damn it, Sega. Like, seriously, Sega, we need Valkyria Chronicles 5. It's been 6 years since the last one, man. What's going on in there? Yeah, more vlogs. Oh, 10 JRPGs and Nier Remaster. Here's the Black Sheep JRPGs. I was the first doing it. Someone else stole the idea. But I got that from GameSack. Anyway, Wild Arms worst to best. My Rogue Galaxy controversy. My god. What is that? That's a video. It has 21,000 views. That's a video that I did complaining about the fact that for the longest time, Rogue Galaxy was considered as one of the hardest PS2 JRPGs. But then, when I made the top hard... Here it is. We missed it. Here it is. Top 10 hardest PS2 JRPGs. Rogue Galaxy was there, and everybody started bitching about it. Like, this game isn't hard. This game, what are you talking about? You know, and that created a controversy. It's just dumb. Black Sheep Part 2. This was when I moved to Canada. I was living in Canada, okay? I made a video in May of 2019. Believe it or not, YouTube demonetized my entire channel for no reason. And it lasted for several days. And then I moved to Canada to live there. And then, for some reason, I complained about this on Twitter, on YouTube Twitter, and they gave me the monetization back. But they never explained why they took it out in the first place. That's right, my entire video was demonetized. And then I made this response video saying, now I'm remonetized? What the hell is going on with YouTube? See? People just don't believe me. But this website has been stabbing me since forever. I mean, my entire video demonetized. Can you believe that? Anyway, more what the hell happened to. See, all of these videos were when I was in Canada. Vlogs were still barely getting any views. What makes an RPG rare? 2,800 views. When I got a new laptop and a PS TV. There's what the hell happened to Xenogears. Yeah, man. Cool times. So you continue. Another video with a lot of views. Top 10 most disappointing JRPG so far. 120,000, 27,000. This is a video that, I'll be honest, some of the games... Well, that's why it's called Top 10 Most Disappointing JRPG so far, because it was about the consensus, how the consensus consider these games as disappointing. Some of the JRPGs in that video I do consider as disappointing to me personally, but not others. I think I remember seeing including Tales of Symphonia 2 in there, because people found it disappointing, but not me. Maybe I should do a video, 10 JRPGs that disappointed me. Guess what? I did! We'll get to that. Oh, here's the video. 101,000 views. We couldn't worst to best. Oh my god, where to start in Tales? The last What the Hell Happened to? What the Hell Happened to the Chrono series? 15,000 views. That's the last What the Hell Happened video that I ever did. It ended in October, I think, of 2019. Anyway. So yeah, it goes on like this, guys. Throughout the years. Look at all of this. Oh, the 10 things you didn't know about series, that's when I started doing them. Oh man. I'll see if I can bring that series back. 10 things you didn't know about. You guys want that back? Let me know in the chat. But wow, I mean, yeah. It's been a long road, man. We're almost at the end. Oh, the top 100 best JRPGs of our random order. That needs an update. That was from December of 2019. Man, it's been almost 5 years since that one. Haha, maybe I should remake the list. Oh, Hidden Gem or Hidden Trash. Remember that series? I know some of you do. Oh man, it's crazy. Look at all of these videos, man. Oh, that was my first top 50 best PS2 JRPGs ever. I released one on the PS3 a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, more. This is... Oh, remember the series top 10 JRPGs of... When I went by every video, the yearly videos, best JRPGs of 1991, 1992, 3, 4, 5. Took me an entire month to cover every year. Later I compiled them in compilations that are more worth watching in my opinion. But yeah, more reviews. This is when I slowly started to get back more and more often to reviews. And then eventually we'll get to the point where I start calling them top 10. I mean, we need to talk about how Chrono Cross broke my heart and changed my life. You've probably seen some other reviews that I call them that, you know, but because I changed the title recently. 10 things you didn't know about Chrono Cross. My Chrono Cross videos are some of my favorite videos of all time. For obvious reasons. Look! When Eiyuden Chronicle was announced! 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago. It was announced on June of 2020. That's insane. Where to start in a tail year? Oh my god. Some of the last videos where I still ranted my ass off with swearing. Music compilation video, I came back to do music. This is the video that I was telling you about, why I never talk about my music career that failed. Check it out if you want to know more about my music and why I quit music. Yeah, 2021 right here. We're getting to more recent times. That JRPG show, anybody remember that JRPG show? From 2021? That's my interview with the legendary Sultan right there. Holy crap. It's been over 3 years since that. Can't believe it. Look at this. 10 things you didn't know about Nier, man. My new book. Oh man, even it's only been 3 years and I can't believe the nostalgia I'm feeling for some of these videos. Wow. Another rage quit video right there. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh, Tales, easiest to hardest. Should I bring back the easiest to hardest series? That's the first one. The first review that I called We Need to Talk About. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Oh man. You want them back? Thanks for your comments, everybody. Thank you very much. My review is 9. Yeah, these are more recent times. My collab with Isha Gaming. Best Atelier Games featuring Isha Gaming. It's pronounced Isha Gaming, not Ircha Gaming. Most hated JRPGs ever, man. That was a blast to do that video. This needs a remake. Best modern strategy JRPGs. It needs a remake. Maybe one of these days. Oh man. Some compilation videos. Top 50 JRPGs with a female protagonist. Holy crap. Oh my god, look at all of these, man. My hidden gems still continue in 2022. Oh man. It's been a blast, guys. We've had a blast, huh? 10 things you didn't know about. Yeah, it should continue. Wow, top 50 best 3DS JRPGs of all time has 104,000 views? That's insane. That's just insane. Wow. And here are the town themes that I mentioned. Remember that? Okay. Here's the one. The remake. Top 50 best JRPG town themes ever. The remake of the very first RPG content that I ever created on YouTube. It's right there. And you can check it out. It's public. I guess I should have mentioned my streams, my live streams. It was around January of 2019 when I started streaming. You know, they are in the live section of my channel. Maybe I should do a retrospective on that. But I'm not 15 years old as a streamer. I'm only 5.5. Maybe I should do a celebration. Heavily censored JRPGs ever. 196,000 views. That's also one of my most successful videos ever. But then I've tried to come back to that topic in later videos, you know, in more recent videos, but YouTube does not like that. This is the remake video that I mentioned before, Abandoned JRPG series we need back. More reviews are here. Oh, they're ruined by one thing. That was a fun video to do. Here's my interview with Matsuzo Machida, right here. This is an actual interview, me on a Zoom call interviewing the creator of Shadow Hearts. Check it out. Hopefully I can interview more developers in the future, but every single one of them needs a translator because most of them don't know English, so it's kind of hard. The hard part is getting a translator. And that guy, Matsuzo Machida, got a translator for this interview. It was great. Oh, they surpassed my expectations series that I've been doing. More reviews. Almost there to 2023. Oh my god. 2023 already. The worst JRPG main characters. Oh man. This is for members only, okay? This is the same interview but completely unedited. With a translator translating everything. You need to be a member. You need to join. Join as a member. Oh yeah, we missed it. Right? Mature rated 401,000 views. Yeah, that was a great video, man. Wow. The mature rate, the famous and also infamous. That video, man. YouTube demonetized it when it reached 250,000. I fought for it and they gave me the monetization back. Oh my god. Definitely. More reviews. My 10-year anniversary as an author. Nobody gave a damn, but it's there. The Revenant Army. Link to my books in the description, guys. Oh man. The worst JRPG commercials ever. Check this video out. It's pretty damn funny, man. Pretty damn funny. Oh man. Super obscure gems. Oh man. We've had a blast. Another Rage Quit video in there. Jesus. Do you guys want another Rage Quit video? There's another one. Oh, look at the darkest JRPG ever made. My review of Dead End Request to You. 108,000 views. Holy crap. This is another one that I talked about. I don't want to talk about this video. This one. Censored. You know, because that's, wow. No comment. Another one for members only. The lewd stuff of Nier Automata. There are some content exclusive for members. You might want to check it out. Oh, man. This is the one that I did. Top 10 JRPGs that failed my expectations. It's pretty much top 10 JRPGs that disappointed me personally. Modern JRPG so far. Wow, 167,000 views. So we're getting there. We're getting there. There's my review of Monochrome Mobius when I finally got a PS5. Yeah, check it out. Oh, man. This is the last Rage Quit video 6 months ago. So it's been over 6 months since the last Rage Quit video. It's about time I did another one, right? Oh man, Cry Machina review. The compilation of the best JRPG hidden gems ever. Random order. Oh my god. Oh, the mature rated JRPG hidden gems video. Demonetized because YouTube hated it. Thank you, 15 years on a website that's been screwing me over and over again every now and then. Damn. More recent reviews. So this is more recent times. I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with most of this content. Yeah, this is the most recent content. Rest in peace, Yoshitaka Murayama. I still can't believe he's gone, man. Yeah. So we're getting there. My first impressions of Eiyuden Chronicles. I hope people aren't misunderstanding this video. This is about the demo from... Man. My review coming up in a few days. Okay? Yeah. This is it, guys. This is it. This is the podcast of Persona 3 Reload. I did another one episode, that JRPG podcast episode 2 of Chrono Cross a couple of days ago. Check it out if you haven't. But that's it. It's been an hour and I think I'm done. 15 years on YouTube. I can't believe it, and I can't believe a lot of you people are still watching these videos and showing up in my streams and my Q&As. It's been a blast, and here's for more years, 5, 10, 15 more years maybe. Yeah, why not? Here's to 15 more years on this website. Hopefully all the politics will end one day. I don't think so, but hopefully. Yeah, everybody! Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for being a fan. You mean a lot to me, guys. And yeah. 15 years, everybody. Here's to 15 more years. I'm gonna be an old man making rage quit videos at my 80 years old, 90 years old, making rage quit videos. That's a goal right there. Oh my god. Love you guys. Thanks a bunch for the donations, and thanks a bunch for being a fan. See you next time.